Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And then open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Throwing now is Brady. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive. INT. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
There are some of the downsides of blitzing your own run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't think the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. There's a loss of the yard, so they deal with third and one. Backed up here, tough spot. 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 35 on second down, Corral. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On third down, here's Corral. Complete on the deep ball.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, it's Fournette. And not much running room, down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 on the 20-yard line.
Things considered, they have to feel pretty good about
get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Succop's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. That's complete out right to Polly. Put her on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, Corral. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now Brady. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Brady going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Corral. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On the draw, this is Fournette down to about the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big one.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off play action. Here's Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he's going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Corral. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Corral on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Corral. And he's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. He'll buy some time right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15, and he's out right at the 25. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll get back 3 as he's brought down around the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. In this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Smith puts it on. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fournette once more on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Again, a 5.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, they care about the leverage, athleticism. They create some nice space for them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Fournette. Room here to run. And off to the races down the right side.
Why is Fournette outrunning a 93 speed safety? Makes no sense.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive. Also give him the first down. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. They'll take it past the 40 to 41, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the play fake, Corral. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design in this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Corral on 3rd and 2. And caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. To throw is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Fakes the handoff here. Corral. Escaping the pressure. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, But every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Corral sets up play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Buccaneers have it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a nice of a full 3 yards there. Also brings up 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. And this one pulled in by Rudolph. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. With it is Jackson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because